Ooh, Tariq is here already. Hey, Tariq. We are getting ready to go live. We got the eggs and the peel meal bacon. Hi, everybody. We're getting ready to go live. We're getting ready to go
Hey, what's
live.
going on, people? Welcome. It's another Saturday morning. What was that? What was that? What was that look?
Ooh.
What was
Here, go ahead.
What was that look? I don't.
We
get
turned them on,
look.
everybody. We
I
turned
don't
them
get
on.
that look. It's almost like I have a switch, guys, and somebody just kind of hit the on switch,
Yeah.
and I just came alive because here we are in the kitchen this morning. Continuation of my breakfast series, and this morning, guys, I'll be
There's
making.
nobody there yet, honey.
Oh, there's nobody there. Hey, people.
Hold on. I'm going to...
Nobody there yet.
Here, hold this. I'm going to get my stand.
All right, I think it's
Your fingers.
probably best to get the stand. Hey, guys, what's going on? Brother Tariq, what's happening? Your first one on board. We love that. We love your support, man. You're always there. I appreciate that from the heart. Really appreciate that. You know, longing to see you, though. It's been a while. So hopefully we'll see each other soon. You know, hang out, chit chat, see what's going on, what life has to bring, the ins and outs, the ups and downs. You know. So yeah, so this morning I decided to do a continuation of my breakfast series that I do on weekends. So when I do get the chance on weekends, I like to go through and prepare some breakfast and get some breakfast going. So this morning, one of the things I'm going to be doing is primarily an Eggs Benedict. So in order to prepare and make a successful Eggs Benedict, you need to have a good Hollandaise sauce. So we're going to go through the process of making a Hollandaise sauce. And right now, I'm just going to give you a quick little snapshot. But right now, I've got primary ingredient for my Hollandaise is clarified butter. All right, so I've got that going, and I've got some eggs. Yeah, so I've just been told by my my boss, aka director, aka producer, aka everything. Don't be showing too much. We're gonna be going soon. What did you say, babe?
I said, don't start too soon.
Don't start too soon.
That's what I said.
Well, I can't hold this thing in my hand for
That's
too
why
long.
this is here.
Oh, okay. So you want me to put it on the harness? There we go. There we go. Can we pull that up a little bit? Move that harness up a bit. I didn't say to break it. Well, you guys, you should have seen. Babe, how is this thing? Does it tilt back? You should have seen the look I just got from the BO double dollar sign.
Sorry, guys. I keep putting my finger in the camera. Sorry. Okay. So we are here.
We're here. I'm gonna get
getting stuff ready for breakfast. So as you can
tilt
see
that a
from
little
the you put it how you want it.
All right, let's just get it up, tilted just a little bit. There we go. I need you guys to be staring at the ceiling.
Angle.
Yeah, I like the angle.
Okay.
Angle looks good. Angle looks good. It looks right, guys. So, like I was saying, and welcome everybody on board. I'm going to be preparing, as part of the breakfast series, I'm going to be doing an Eggs Benedict this morning. And a key ingredient in making a successful Eggs Benedict is you need to have a good Hollandaise sauce. That is key. So, and in order to make a good Hollandaise sauce, you need a few ingredients. The ingredients are very simple. Clarified butter is number one. So what I did was I went out and got some butter. Just put it in a pan and just turn the stove on very low. Just gonna give you a quick little snapshot here. Turn the stove on very low, and I just put the whole pound of butter right in there. And let me tell you something. This dish is this dish is not for you if you're watching your waistline, because it is going to be. And I just put the whole pound in there, and I just put the stove on low, and allow it to just to separate. So what you'll have is you'll have the milk fat separating itself from the butter, separating itself from the liquid. Okay, so you'll have a lot of the solids fall into the bottom, some of which will float on top, which I'm going to be skimming off. And in the middle of all that is going to remain clarified butter. And with the clarified butter, I'm going to combine that with egg yolks. Hi.
You jumped right in there.
I did jump right in there. I don't see.
All right.
Should I not jump in there?
Well, we have a few people here that you might want to say hello to.
Well, hello. Who we got there, babe?
We got Tariq, who's coming to us from Alberta this morning.
Well, you know Tariq. Yeah, Tariq. How was that? How was it up there? I think you were going to Banff this weekend.
Tariq is in Alberta. Wagwan,
Good
Tariq.
for you, man. Good for you. Take lots of pictures.
Now we have Nat RM. Nat RM is saying hello.
Nat
hey,
RM.
Nat.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning. Whole lot of love here.
Now Kiki says that she loves your shirt.
Kiki, hey Kiki, check this out. And now I'm going to show you the back side of it. Can you see that?
It says, "My color is not a threat."
There we go.
So these shirts were custom made by a lovely young lady, Nola Love Designs, and we will put her link down below. And if you want a custom made T-shirt, you can get one too. But thanks for the noticing the shirt.
That's it.
She says she's just popping in to say hello, and she'll watch the replay later. All right, Kiki.
On. Welcome, Kiki, as always.
Jessica Jeffrey.
Welcome, Jessica.
She says she's ready for lunch or breakfast or lunch or brunch or whatever.
We're cooking brunch right now. We're getting some brunch ready, and we're going to be getting things going. Take care, Kiki.
Kiki's got to go.
Bye, Kiki.
We'll see you soon.
And so
Nino is making Eggs Benedict.
Boss lady.
Being the chef cook that he is, he just wants to jump in there.
The man just loves food.
He wants to jump in there. Food. He doesn't want to do the housekeeping and the salutations to say hello and how are you and what everybody's doing this Saturday morning. He just wants to get right to cooking.
Right into it. That's what I do.
So he's making this morning an Eggs Benedict.
That's right. And not only am I making an Eggs Benedict, I'm going to make a variation of an Eggs Benedict called a California Benedict.
Now, what makes it a California Benedict?
I tell you, these millennials, they just kind of put twists on everything. So what they've done is they've now taken the classic Eggs Benedict, which comprise of poached egg and pea bacon, and they've twisted it and they've added to that shrimp. So they've added shrimp and avocado to that, along with the egg on top and the Hollandaise, and they've called that a California Benedict.
That sounds delicious, though.
It tastes delicious as well.
We've got Genuine Jen jumping in on board. Hey, Jen, how are you doing this morning? Hope everything is going good.
I'm
all right.
Checking my stock here.
What do you got? Let's go.
I'm trying to get some white pepper. I think I have white pepper.
We are making Eggs Benedict this morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay and everybody's hungry. Jen says we're both looking so nice and fresh this beautiful Saturday morning because I'm wearing my favorite color. I'm wearing pink. That's why.
And see, I'm representing.
And Jen says she's blessed. She cannot complain. Well, I hope you're all blessed. And I'm going to make my coffee and then I'm going to get onto this camera and really show you what we're working with. So he wants to jump in and start, but I need to get my coffee. For all of you who know me, you know that I can't start my day without
I was
coffee.
A little afraid of that when she tried to make a cup of coffee a while ago and didn't turn out the way she wanted. My fear was that if this woman gets started here without her coffee, I am going to feel every stitch. She's going to make it known that she has not had her coffee yet. So here we go.
Oh.
I mean, the next best thing is that if... Hey, King, if you're listening out there, if you're anywhere near my house, please stop by with a Tim Hortons, because you know how this woman is. She's got to have her Tim Hortons first thing in the morning, or her homemade. What are you making this morning? What kind of coffee you got there?
I have a lovely Colombian blend.
Colombian blend.
Smooth.
Can you imagine that? I like that.
Okay, it's a very good blend. And if you notice on the coffee tin, it says, words for everybody, it says, keep calm and carry on. And that is exactly what we're going to do this morning. Keep calm and carry on. Yes.
Well, I like that. Well, you just keep the going.
So, oh, jeez.
What did you do? Oh, look at this. She made a mess over there, guys.
That's okay.
She made a bit of a mess, but you know the good thing about her making mess? She's the one that cleans up the mess. Not me.
Well, you can explain what you're making.
I cook the food and she cleans it up. Like I said, we're going to be getting together. We're going to be doing our classic Eggs Benedict this morning.
What is an Eggs Benedict for those who might not know?
Listen to this woman. She asks all the tough questions. Guys, now, a lot of you guys, opt to have breakfast. And if you're going to have the classic, breakfast, whatever that may be, maybe a waffle, maybe an omelet, eggs with other side items like sausage, bacon, chicken bacon, whatever it is that you so desire. For me, one of my breakfast favorite is an Eggs Benedict. And what an Eggs Benedict is, it comprises of toasted English muffin as the base. On top of that toasted English muffin, you may have a few pieces of pea meal bacon, or you may have Black Forest ham, or any sort of variation of meat item that you so desire. You can even put smoked salmon. I've seen people put smoked salmon on there. As well.
Say hello to Kelly Williams.
Hello, Kelly. What's going on? Thanks for watching. And
I believe she's in Niagara.
She is in Niagara, isn't she? And so on top of that bacon or whatever meat you so desire, you would add a poached egg, right? And on top of that poached egg, you'd add what's called Hollandaise sauce. Now, making Hollandaise sauce, guys, can be very tricky. But one of the key to that is to ensure that you temper the egg properly. What I mean by that is you will be having the egg yolk. You will only be using the yolk of the egg. Having that in a mixing bowl like this. And I'm going to have that sitting over a pot of water. This is going to be, I'm going to fill it, well, not fill this, probably put about 2 cups of water, 3 cups of water in here. And I'm going to sitting that on top of the burner with the pan on top, and we're going to be tempering the egg yolk, and then we're going to slowly add to that the clarified butter, and it's all going to emulsify and come together as one beautiful velvety unit. And we're going to season that up with some salt and black pepper. I wish I had white pepper, because the reason for that is white pepper stands out a lot less when you have that yellow texture. Black pepper, you'll see the little granules, as well as some lemon juice. And yeah, so the whole thing is just to bring it together. But the tricky part of this, though, is if you allow that liquid to become too hot, the egg yolk will turn to scrambled egg yolks. And if you add the clarified butter to it too fast, it will separate, and then you'll have a bit of a mess on your hand. And there is a way to repair that separation, but what is that?
That means we're good to go.
There is a way to repair that separation, but I will have to do that on another episode. So let me get started here.
Okay.
But are you ready?
So,
are you
almost
ready?
ready to go.
B.O. $$ lady. Are you ready to go?
Sorry for my fingers, guys.
All right.
Let's flip the camera.
I have all these coffee pellets.
There you go.
Coffee.
All right.
All right. So here we go, guys. As you can tell, the B.O. $$ lady's behind the camera.
Yes, I am drinking my cup of Joe.
Joe. So I'm just gonna turn
Okay.
this off.
Let's start with our ingredients. How about that?
Ingredients. Okay. All right. So let's do this. I've got a couple of shrimps over here that I've had these shrimps running, some cold water running through them.
Yep.
To kind of get them thawed, which you should never use hot water to thaw shrimp. Always cold water.
So we got some shrimp.
Yeah, I've got some pea meal bacon here. Okay.
Canadian staple, everybody.
Canadian staple.
Meal bacon.
Now, interestingly enough, I couldn't get the sliced pea meal bacon this morning, so I had to buy a whole slab and then cut my own slices.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got lots more left over. I've also got eggs. I've got 3 eggs here, which I'm going to be using the egg yolks. The egg yolks only for the Hollandaise.
Okay.
And the poached egg is going to be something quite different. So, as I mentioned earlier, what I did was I just got a pound of butter. And like I said, if you're watching your waistline, don't mess with this dish because it's going to sit on your waistline. And I've just put the whole pound in there, and I just slowly put my stove on low and allow it to just separate all the milk solids and the liquid to separate from the butter itself. Because what I'm looking for here, I'm actually looking for just the clarified part of the butter, the clear liquid of the butter. Okay, the 100% butter. At this point, what I'm going to do is get some water.
Now, Ginta just popped in saying that you're looking good there.
Thank you, Ginta.
We're making Eggs Benedict this morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
And this is one of my favorite pots to use, guys. I love this pot.
Yes, this was a pot given to one of my dear friends.
Dear friend.
Named Anka.
Yeah, and that she gave us that pot.
This beautiful
that pot is, man,
cast iron pot. And we use it all the time.
That's not cast iron.
Or
that's like porcelain
or kind of maybe it's like
something pretty solid, because I tell you
it's
something.
heavy. It's very heavy.
I'll tell you something. When that burglar tries to break into my house, this is what I'm going to be drawing for, because you're going to get hit with this, and you're going to be going down for the count.
Back to our Eggs Benedict, sir.
All right, so let's get the Eggs Benedict going. So I've got the stove on, and I'm just going to get the water. I'm just going to bring the water up to a boil. Once I get it up to a boil.
So the first things is you have a pot of boiling water.
Yes, as everyone can see, I have a pot of boiling water.
Okay.
And then we're going to get the water boiling. And once we get that boiling, we're going to turn the stove right down.
Ooh, Jessica. Jessica, you are a woman of my heart.
What did she say?
Jessica says now she knows what to get low the next time she goes to Jamaica, which would be Blue Mountain Coffee.
Let me just put a little more.
You know that Blue Mountain Coffee hits just right. I will never turn away Blue Mountain Coffee.
That's the middle of the stove.
Okay, sorry, I keep interrupting you, Chef.
Well, you're interrupting me. It's nothing new to me. That's the BOSS. BO dollar sign lady right there, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna get my water going. Once it gets hot enough, I don't really need to boil the water. Once it gets hot enough, I am going to. What I like to do is I like to lay a. Just let me just grab. I like to lay a tea towel over top of the pot with the water. The reason being, when I put my bowl on top of there, it doesn't move around.
Okay.
So you have to be careful that you don't start a fire.
So what is it that we're doing right now? We're making Hollandaise sauce?
We're making the Hollandaise. That's the first thing we're going to do is make the Hollandaise.
Okay.
The first thing we're going to do is make the Hollandaise. Are you with me?
I'm trying to be, but I guess so.
All right. Do you want me to go through exactly what the steps are that I'm going to be doing?
Absolutely.
Because I did that once before, but I can do it again for your sake.
No.
Okay. We're going to be preparing the Hollandaise. We're going to then get our pineal bacon ready, as well as our bacon.
Do you hear how this man's getting smart mouth with me this morning, everybody?
Smart, guys. You
don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. You just stick to your recipe there, sir.
You out there might not be able to see this, but I'm seeing a lot of eye rolling behind my camera. So if you see attitude from me, that's because I'm getting it from behind the camera.
Okay. Yes, Kelly, nothing is better than that Blue Mountain coffee.
So we're going to get that up to temperature. Once we do that, we're going to be putting our tea cloth over top, as well as our...
Yes, Ginta, you know.
Oh, Auntie Ginta, you know what I'm talking about then, right? You know the eye rolling. The rolling of the eyes. So pay attention now, because I'm about to crack the eggs. Okay. And I'm going to be getting...
I think it's more than the eggs that are cracked this morning, but carry on.
Here we go.
Carry on.
Did you not take this... I'm not sure whether this woman took a sip... Hey, King, if you're listening, she wants a medium double-double. Hurry up. She's falling apart here. So I'm going to be cracking the eggs.
Okay.
But all I need from this right now is just the yolk.
Just the yolk.
Just
okay.
the yolk. So
I'm going to zoom in on you.
Let's give it a crack. And what I do is I just separate, try and keep the yolk in half the shell.
Okay.
And then you just kind of bounce it from half the shell to the other half. Bounce it back, back and forth until you get rid of all of the egg white.
Okay.
Now that's the little eye in there, and some people like to say you gotta get rid of the eye because it does things you... Okay, right then and there, I get my egg yolk in the garbage. Let me just throw that out, and we'll go over to number 2.
So we're doing that 3 times.
Yeah, I'm making hollandaise this morning with 3 egg yolks.
Pinky's peeping. He's looking at you separating these eggs. That's pretty skillful there.
There we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got a little bit of an accident. We
got a break. We got a break. We broke the yolk.
It's okay. It's okay. We got rid of most of the white.
Okay.
And we've got yolk in
We
there.
saved
so look at that. We
the
saved
day.
And we're on to number 3. A little cracker.
Now, 3 egg yolks is enough for how many servings of this hollandaise sauce?
Well, we
enough
can actually
for 1?
we can actually make about 3 or 4 servings from this.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to be a little bit more careful with this one. We just get that out of there. Give it one more shake. And then, boom. Look at
Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Now, you can always save your egg whites, which tomorrow morning you can actually make an egg white omelet for breakfast. So nothing goes to waste. We're just going to put that aside. And what I'm going to do at this point is my water is looking kind of boiled. So I'm going to remove the butter. And I'm going to take this wrapper out of there and just...
Now, Anthony Braithwaite is here.
Oh boy. Now I'm really being tested.
And he says you can also use cayenne pepper.
Yes. Yes. Now, I'm sure the chef's referring to cayenne pepper. What he's referring to is, I'm sure the black pepper I mentioned earlier, that if you use black pepper in the sauce, which is a light color, it's going to leave little specks. So what Anthony's suggesting here is that rather than using black pepper, I can substitute cayenne pepper, which has a very neutral color, and it'll blend in nicely with the Eggs Benedict.
Okay.
Oh, in this case, pardon me, with the Hollandaise. All right. So I'm going to be, let's just grab a little bowl here. I'm going to be skimming some of this stuff off the top here. Okay, and as you can see in here, guys, I've got the butter's clarified.
So this butter you melted on a very low heat.
That's correct.
So it took you about how long? Say about 10 minutes?
About 10 minutes. It's a very slow process. There's no point rushing it. So I'm getting a lot of the solids that have risen to the top, and I'm just trying to get as much of those little specks out of there as possible. Just remove them, because you don't need that to get into your sauce, and it won't be a part of the clarification. If you look there, guys, you can see the clarification of the butter. You can also see those other milk solids and liquids all at the bottom. Okay, and in the middle here is all the clarified butter. So what I'm going to be doing slowly is remove that.
Okay.
I'm going to be removing that, and I'm going to be adding that to my egg yolk, which is going to formulate my hollandaise. Okay, so let me just turn this stove way down, because I don't want to have scrambled eggs.
Okay, so we have a pot with boiling water.
Yep.
And we have our butter that has been melted slowly. Clarified butter, pardon me, has been melted slowly over about 10 minutes. So that's where we're at. We've also separated 3 eggs.
We've got just the yolk.
We've separated the yolk, and we're about to see the next step.
All right. So again, I'm going to be using this cloth, this tea cloth. I'm going to put it over top of this. Reason being, it's going to give me some grip when it comes to the side of the pot, as well as to my mixing bowl.
Okay.
Okay. I want to keep that on there, and so when I'm actually whisking it. When I'm actually whisking away, all right, let me put this on this side.
So you're just whisking the egg yolks.
And whisking the egg yolks, you want to add the clarified butter, but you want to do it slowly. It's not a race.
Now, Pinky AFM is saying this looks pretty interesting.
It is very interesting. All right,
so now you're adding this.
A little bit of the egg yolk, or a little bit of the clarified butter. And I'm going to add that slowly to my egg yolk.
All right. Wow. So you're adding the butter, which is still quite hot.
It is quite warm, and this is why I turn my stove down so I don't get all the heat just coming at it, because I'm not looking for scrambled eggs.
Hi everybody, we are making Hollandaise sauce for our Eggs Benedict this morning. And if you've just joined us, Nino is whisking 3 egg yolks with some clarified butter, and he's doing it slowly to prevent it from turning to scrambled eggs.
That's right, or separate.
Now everybody, don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you're here. That really helps us out. YouTube and its algorithm likes to see thumbs. They don't like pinky fingers or index fingers. They only like thumbs.
Oh man, I was just about to give them a good old Trudeau finger.
No, they only like thumbs apparently. Thumbs up, thumbs up. And you can go ahead and share the live if you'd like. So this is the Hollandaise sauce that Nino, whenever he goes anywhere and asks for Eggs Benedict, insists on homemade Hollandaise sauce. But as you can see, guys, it's not an easy thing. So how much butter are you putting in there?
Well, I'm roughly putting in probably about a tablespoon at a time. So it is a slow process.
Okay.
Okay. It's not something to rush.
Now, Ginta's giving you a thumbs up. I think she agrees with the homemade Hollandaise sauce.
Absolutely.
Instead of, you know, that powdered stuff that you just kind of rip open from a package and mix it up and pour it over top of your eggs. It tastes very flat and tastes like powder.
That's right. And I remember, and my mentor, Chef Anthony, can attest to this, that back in the old days, when you used to have guys making Hollandaise, you had to take turn doing this whipping because your hands get a little tired after a while. And you'd have a couple of guys doing it, one guy pouring the butter and one guy doing the whisking, and then they would switch just to keep the process going.
So question here, Pinky AFM wants to know, how do you know when the sauce is done? What does it look like when it's done?
Well, Pinky AFM, you're just gonna have to stand by and just keep watching, and you will know when it's done.
So you're adding the butter, maybe a tablespoon at a time, to the egg yolks. So in total, how much of that butter will you add, roughly? Half a cup?
It's hard to say. We're probably looking at clarified butter, maybe about a third of a cup of actual clarified butter.
And you're adding it, let me just go on to the other side maybe. You're just adding it a little bit at a time. That's better. That's a better angle.
Because if you add it too fast, it will separate. If you stop mixing, it will separate.
So this consistency, guys, is what you're looking for. You want to do it slowly, and you want to add the butter a little bit at a time so that you don't separate the eggs. Now, Buxton Williams says, what is the egg white called?
Are you getting scientific on me? Because I just know it as egg white. All right. So it's just a lot of shaking going on here, and you know, with the whisking, you gotta take your time and get the clarified butter. Let me just get down here, get a little bit more of this butter. And I think I'm just about there, guys. It looks to me like I've got just about enough. To complete my dish this morning. I'm just gonna put one more. Just gonna go back one more and get another teaspoon of that clarify and just.
Now, Buxton Williams asked you what are the egg whites called, and according to Google, it's called the albumin, coming from the Latin word albus, meaning white. There you go,
Mr. Buxton Williams.
Albumin.
I hope you got your answer there, sir. We're here to provide you with answers to questions.
Yes.
All right. So let me just. Oh, my pan is nice and hot. All right. So I'm going to turn the stove completely off. And look, I think I got that tea towel down in the water there a little bit, but we're going to put this off to the side.
So the egg white is, the hollandaise sauce is complete or no?
It is not quite complete.
Okay.
We're going to add it to our hollandaise sauce.
Jessica Jeffrey says everything about this makes her feel good. She's feeling famished.
We're going to be adding to that. Now, what I need to do is I need to get some, let's see here, we've got some pink Himalayan sea salt. We're going to add a little salt to that. And as I said earlier, I don't think I have any cayenne pepper, do I? And the chef had suggested using cayenne, but I don't think, what is this thing here? That's paprika.
Now, guys,
I might be able to use that later on.
Just want to highlight our lovely kitchen here. And
Right,
if you notice in every one of our posts that we do, we always let you know who did our kitchen renovation. That was T-Bar Construction. You'll always find the link in our posts for anybody that lives locally here in Toronto. So all these little drawers and pop-ups and slide-outs, we kind of designed ourselves. So this is the hollandaise sauce that we're making that goes with our Eggs Benedict. So I'm not the chef, but I am just the behind-the-scenes kind of person. I have never made hollandaise sauce in my life, but you know, I might give it a try one day because this is Nino's favorite breakfast. Now this stuff, as you can see, guys, it's quite thick. The eggs are quite thick with the butter. Okay. But it's not cooked. You don't want scrambled eggs.
So what I'm going to do here now, guys, I'm going to be adding some juice of one lemon. You can also choose to cut off some of the zest of the lemon. Okay, give it a little ribbonette and you can add it in there. I'm just going to squeeze some lemon juice. Okay, and I was sure to remove all the seeds before I did that. And we're going to get rid of that, and we're just going to give it a little stir. And what that's going to do, that's going to liquefy it a little bit and make it more pliable, as you can see. It's not as thick now. All right, that is the consistency that we're looking for good hollandaise. All right, so my hollandaise sauce is all set. I am going to get a piece of saran wrap on this. Let's get our trusty saran wrap out there, and I'm just going to cover this, and then we're going to move on to the next step. All right, here we go. And rip away.
Now, Buxton Williams says, can you use lemon juice from the bottle? Can you use lemon juice from the bottle?
You can use lemon juice from the bottle. However, I choose to. I always choose to use fresh ingredients whenever I can.
Okay, there you go. But you can use lemon juice from the bottle.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Absolutely. All right, so my next step here is that I am going to be...
I'm here with you guys. I'm just on the computer here acting as the moderator today. I'm trying to keep on top of the comments and answer questions.
I'm going to be getting out a couple of pans.
Okay.
And what I'm going to be doing today... It's just... What is this here?
And I wash as I go, everybody. I wash as I go, because if I don't, you end up with quite the mess.
She's the wash as you go lady, that's for sure. I'm going to be getting my pea meal bacon as well as my shrimp ready. Okay, so I'm just going to be peeling these shrimps. Let's get another bowl here, which I can use to put my shells in. Now, guys, you'll notice that whenever I peel a shrimp, I generally try to leave the tail on there because the tail looks very decorative when it's time to serve your dish. But in this case, I'm going to remove everything. And the reason I'm going to do this is when you put the shrimp on your on top of your bagel, you want to ensure that each bite that you take will not have any shell, okay? And it will be a bite of nothing but tasty shrimp, tasty goodness.
Nice.
All right. So it takes a little bit of time as far as the preparation goes to really get this going. But once you do this and do it right, it is going to be absolutely delightful. And you're going to just so enjoy your breakfast, or your guests will enjoy the breakfast that you'll be serving them. Just imagine getting up and serving this to your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your kids. It will be something else.
Now, do we have to devein or anything like that?
Normally you would have to devein, but these shrimps that I have, they come deveined.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't have to.
Here, I have a thing for you right behind you.
Towel for me?
There you go.
Where is it? Thank you very much. All right.
Okay, so what next?
I'm gonna be getting some olive oil.
The famous olive oil.
Oh, I just love cooking with olive oil. Everything for me is
Now,
olive oil.
About olive oil, does it matter? Extra virgin? What brand do we use? Does it matter
interestingly enough, for me personally, I like to use mainly an extra virgin olive oil for salads. Okay, mainly for salads. You know, you're adding it to your salads or your tomatoes or anything of such. Regular olive oil I like to use just for cooking, but in this case, I don't really want to go out and buy 2 different olive oils. So I opted to go for the extra virgin olive oil and use that for either cooking or for my salads, just so I do a one-stop shop type of thing. All right, so we're just gonna. Oh, this one is not even open. Gotta crack the seal on this.
Now your hollandaise sauce, it's still a little warm, so right now they're cooling.
It's cooling.
Okay.
Now, the hollandaise sauce is something that could probably sit around for, maybe 4 or 5 hours. You gotta be careful with that. You don't think that you can keep your hollandaise all day long because it might not hold up for the entire day.
So it's okay to have to sit it out. It doesn't need to be refrigerated.
Oh no. Okay. No. You don't need to refrigerate it. Hollandaise is something that should remain in a room temperature setting. The minute you put it in the fridge and you start having the butter getting cold and coagulating, and you're dealing with different kettle of fish, different animal at that point.
Okay.
So let me. I'm gonna be butterflying. my. I don't really need that, but I can certainly use it now you're offering.
I'm just trying to protect my counter, guys.
Listen, there's always some kind of method to this woman's madness. Always. So I'm just going to butterfly the shrimp. And this will certainly help when it's time to lay it flat on the English muffin. All right, we'll just get a little butterfly going there. And we're going to be using 2 shrimps per English muffin. In this case, we're going to have 2. So we're just going to slice away. And just to get them butterfly. Look at that. All right. Why did I put so much olive oil in this thing? I don't want to waste this oil. Let me just grab
Okay.
a trusty little teacup here, and I'm going to pour some of this oil. I am not going to waste this.
No. Olive oil is too good.
Stuff is too amazing. Let me put some of that in there as well.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon.
Right. Good morning.
It is lunch, brunch, breakfast. We are here this morning showing you one of Nino's best loved breakfast meal or brunch meal. He orders it wherever we go, wherever they sell. Eggs Benedict. That's Nino's favorite. So to catch you up to speed, what we've done so far is we've made the sauce. It's called Hollandaise sauce. So you saw where he separated the egg whites from the yolk. So this sauce has about 3 egg yolks slowly whisked over a steam bath with clarified butter being added. So right now,
slowly. Clarified butter added.
Clarified butter added slowly. So right now we are doing the peel meal bacon.
Peel meal bacon.
Now peel meal bacon is a Canadian staple, guys.
You can also use Black Forest ham, or you can use a conventional bacon even if you like. I just like to go by way of doing the classic. All right. I'm also going to add my shrimp to my pan. I'm going to try to get all these things cooked. Now I wish I added 3 shrimps each. That would have gone over well. I've only got 2, but that's okay. I'll work with what I've got for now. Let me get one here. Now it doesn't take a whole lot for this peel of bacon to cook. As you can tell, the color is changing. Okay, things are cooking along nicely. And the same goes for the shrimp. Doesn't really take a whole lot. So you see, as the heat gets applied to the shrimp, the color changes. So hence the reason why I do suggest that when you're thawing shrimp, or in this case, any kind of seafood, you never do so with warm or hot water. Always cold water. And that should go for just about any kind of meat or poultry that you're thawing. Should always be in cold water.
I'll give you a plate so that you can.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, do you need some paper towels?
I do. I'm just going to turn this front burner off because these are, oh, look at this. These are nice and crisping up. Look at that. Get some nice color on there. So these peel meal bacon, they don't take a long time to cook. They're ready in no time. Same thing goes for the shrimp.
Now, guys, you know, once you get the basics of this recipe, you can always substitute any of these meats for whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
You can substitute the peel meal bacon for maybe turkey bacon,
yep.
or
even a slice of chicken. A thin slice of chicken you can add to it. You can opt to just go by way of just using vegetables. You can just add spinach. Add spinach on top of your egg, your English muffin, and add the egg on top with the hollandaise. Super. Eggs Florentine. Alright, so let's just remove these. These are all set. Nice helping of pea meal bacon.
It smells amazing in here, guys.
Alright, so
it smells just amazing.
This is the reason why I think I should have used 3 shrimps. I wish I had, but in this case we have 2 and we're gonna work with it. Look at that. Beautiful colors. And one of the things that you don't want to do when you're handling seafood is you don't want to overcook seafood, especially shrimp. These things will turn like rubber in no time. Yeah, that one's good. These things will turn like rubber in no time. So let's get that there. All right.
Okay.
There you go. So we're all set.
See that, guys? He cooks like he's in a restaurant situation where he has a busboy. You know, he just cooks and over to the washer lady, the pot goes.
It is not my fault. It is not my fault.
You see that, Anthony? I blame Anthony.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use that pot again, and I'm gonna poach the egg in this pot. Just
guys. I blame Anthony Braithwaite for all this business.
No, it's not the chef's fault.
I blame Anthony, Chef Anthony, for this business. Well. It wasn't his fault. I don't keep cleaning as this man goes, we are going to end up with a disaster. The food is amazing, but it's a disaster in here.
It's not the chef's fault. It was me.
Okay.
And we were in fact, you know, way back when I was a mentor to the chef, when he took me under his wings. We were very fortunate in a lot of ways because back in those times, I was probably, 17, 18 years old. And in that huge kitchen, you can imagine that there are people there that have specific duties. So we had pot washers, we had dishwashers, we had, you know, guys constantly on floor duties. Everyone has a duty. So that being said, is where I've developed this, as the boss likes to call it, my bad habits. By I don't have time to stop to wash a pot because the next piece of masterpiece culinary presentation needs to be presented, and so I had to get on it right away. And you know, the chef made sure that we were all kept in line, and we all did what we did, what we had to do, and you know, prepare those amazing dishes.
Okay.
So here we go, guys. Now, so what I've done is I've just added some more water to this pot, and I'm going to be poaching the eggs in this. Okay, and part of the process in poaching eggs is that you've got to add some vinegar to your water. If you were to just take this water right now as it starts to simmer and you crack your eggs and you put in it, it will just go boop and just fall apart. Okay, by adding the vinegar to it, it pulls all those proteins together. And in doing so, it formulates that nice little ball that you get when you make a poached egg. And you know, I got.
Now, is that just plain white vinegar?
Just plain white vinegar. I've got a funny story about this because I remember being at a hotel at one point where we did some traveling, and I had to send my eggs back 3 or 4 times because either they weren't poached properly, or I think a couple of times they came back feeling like golf balls. I was ready to say 4. That's a golf joke, by the way. All right, so we're gonna get that going.
So corny. He laughs at his own jokes.
Well, I do laugh at my own jokes because they're my jokes. So if I can't laugh at my own jokes, how on earth can I expect someone else to? And as I get my perforated spoon out to get ready for my poached egg, I'm just tearing away some paper towel here. And the reason for this, guys, is once you remove the egg from the liquid, once it's poached, you're going to need to get rid of some of that excess water that's going to be sitting on there. All right, so let me take out the toaster because we're going to need to toast the English muffins.
Now, in the meantime, guys, I want to bring your attention to something here on the windowsill. Now, if you notice, we have some beautiful array of tomatoes from the garden here, all labeled nicely, and those are going to go into a wonderful dish. We've got the Cherokee Purple, the Slicer, Tasty Lee. This is the Black Crim. This is a heirloom variety. Red Zebra. And this is just a little Genovese tomato. Very interesting. And this is my homemade cucumber that a friend gave me. Zena. Hey, Zena. So stay tuned for those. We're going to highlight those and cook them in a very yummy dish. So stay tuned for those, guys.
All right, so I'm gonna get. I'm trying to prepare a little side to go with my Eggs Benedict this morning. I've got some fruits here. I'm gonna be cutting open a papaya. I've got a papaya here that you can get at your local grocer.
Okay,
right.
Lovely.
You know, we like supporting our local grocers. I'm just gonna pop that open, and you're gonna see this loveliness. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that loveliness in there. All right.
Wow.
Little soft, but we're gonna work with it.
That looks.
Can I get some?
What do you need?
I need a little bowl so I can put some of this stuff in.
Here you go.
Perfect. So I've got that. I'm just gonna be scooping the seeds out of here.
Let me just take some of this out of here and give
All
you
right.
some space.
I'm just gonna scoop the seeds out of this papaya. A little downward motion, just enough to. You don't want to start getting rid of the fleshy part of the papaya. You just want to get the seeds out of there. Once you get the seeds out,
I love papaya.
papaya is absolutely lovely. We're gonna start doing.
Now, how do you pick a papaya? Because I noticed the one that you have there is all yellow.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're all green.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you know when the papaya is ripe?
Well, generally when it's ripe, you have that yellow, that bright yellow look. It's orangey yellow. Hey, that is a ripe papaya. You won't know that from the outside. This ripeness here, in my opinion, it's a bit overripe. Okay, so you want a little bit of green in there. You'll be surprised. But with this, you'll get a lot of sweetness. It'll be nice and sweet and absolutely delightful. Every flavor, every morsel of this papaya is going to be tasty, simply because it is ripe and it's ready for the picking.
Okay.
All right, so let's.
That looks almost like a mango.
Yeah, you've got to be very delicate with this because right now I'm actually holding on to it like I'm holding a baby. Very delicate, because if you hold it too hard, it's gonna come squishing out, and you're gonna lose a lot of that. All right, so let's do the other half.
Now, those papaya seeds.
So here we go. Another topic. The papaya seeds, as it were, guys, it is considered in a lot of countries around the world as a natural tenderizer.
Okay.
It's an item that you can actually use if you add the papaya seeds, and it has, I think it's called poppin or something to that nature. But in any event, you could actually use that to tenderize your meat.
Well, according to Google, they say that papaya seeds are edible. They're quite crunchy and they have a peppery taste. And they're very good because they're full of free radicals and they're very healthy. I've never had a papaya seed myself, but according to Google, and they also help in weight management and gut health.
These are other things I didn't even know about, but I like that.
Yes.
Nothing like Google. Get your information. All right, so I am going to cut away at our mango. I've got a mango here. I'm just gonna get both sides for now.
Now, I'm reading this lovely post here, and what you can do with your seeds for the papaya seeds is you dry them.
Okay.
And then you can crush them with a mortar and pestle and use them just like you would use pepper, black pepper.
Is that interesting?
Very interesting.
Right,
We should do that one day.
Just gonna get a little cut here. I'm gonna leave the skin on there.
Hey guys, thanks for sticking with us here. We're just cutting up some fruit to go with our Eggs Benedict this morning. We are doing our meal. It's Eggs Benedict. We've completed our Hollandaise sauce. We're boiling the water to do step 2. I guess we're going to do the poaching of the eggs. So we have Nino here just getting the fruit that we garnish with the plate. So he's getting that ready. Glad to have you here. Thanks for joining us this morning. Right. Give me one of those thumbs up. I don't want any pinkies. I don't want any index fingers, just the thumb. Because you know, Google is very particular about thumbs. All right. So it looks like we have our water boiling here.
All right. So we've got our water going. So, all right. The water, just see here, Mr. Man. I wonder if we needed to put a little bit more water in that. But anyway, so I'm going to be adding to this some vinegar. All right, just a splash of vinegar. I think roughly around 4 tablespoons went in there. We've got our eggs. So when we're doing our poached eggs, we don't want to have the water moving violently. Okay, we just want to get it a nice little simmer. Just get some eggs here.
See, you guys, you gotta clean as you go. Clean as you go.
So just taking out 4 eggs.
All right.
I'm gonna grab a fifth.
It says that this is looking amazing.
All right, so just gonna grab. Got my spoon there, but I need a bowl for the plate.
Thanks for sticking with us this morning, guys. It's
So
a process, but
I'm going
trust
to
me, it's worth it in the end for these wonderful Eggs Benedict.
Can you do me a favor? Can
Yes,
you
sir.
start toasting 2 English muffins for me?
There, I can do that.
All right, so we can get this going.
I can do that.
Turn the burner up a little. All right, and I'm gonna be cracking my egg. Okay, here we go, egg number 1. I'm gonna crack that and release that in the water. Egg number 2, crack and release in the water. You gotta try to keep it together as best you can. All right, egg number 3. You can also crack the eggs in another way and just lower it. Like you can actually crack it in a bowl. I'll just give you an example here. You can use this method. Just crack it in a bowl. All right, and then lower it in the water. If you don't want to get your hands too close to the water, just lower it in the water.
Oh, you have
All
some
right.
strawberries here. Do you need those?
I'm gonna need those eventually.
Okay.
All right, so as you can see, eggs are formulating, English muffins are toasting. I'm just kind of moving the warm water over the top of the eggs so we can get everything together, making a nice little pocket.
So this is the eggs poaching for our Eggs Benedict, guys.
All right, so now I'm gonna grab my...
Now Buxton says it's almost 1 o'clock there. It's the same time here, almost 1 p.m. So this is going to be amazing. It's worth the wait, Mr. Williams.
And in the midst of doing that, I'm also going to be cutting my avocado, which I'm gonna need for my... Give me 1 second.
You're all over this kitchen.
I am, and that's why it's called a kitchen. There's no such thing, guys, about you standing in your kitchen cooking and standing.
You're cutting that in the wrong bin, sir.
I'm not cutting it in the bin, my dear. I am just.
This goes here for the food waste.
Okay.
We recycle. We separate.
All right. So let me. Are you working on the English muffins?
I'm working on your English muffins, chef.
Jeez, okay. All right.
Do you need them toasted or no?
I want them toasted.
Or buttered?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
And I might as well. So when getting your seed out of your avocado, you see I've cut it all the way around. You can always just give it a little stab. Oops, that's not working. And twist. Okay, just twist. Remove that. And then we just continue on to remove the skin of this avocado. There we go. I gotta be careful here because I don't want my poached eggs to be overboard. They're all set. Just put them on in the middle of the plate once they're done. Just open them. And let me just back and check my eggs. Oh, eggs are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. First one ready? Not yet?
Mm-mm. You want a little bit more color on them. Or they can be ready whenever, but you tell me. If you're ready, I'll just pop them off.
Well, I'm just going to start taking the eggs out. So, there you go. All right. And I just want to quickly say to that officer that pulled me over the other day and that actually gave me a break. She gave me a warning. Thank you, officer. Greatly appreciated. She gave me a random breathalyzer, which first time I've ever had that. But thank you, officer. You know who you are. Word up.
And the best part about that is she is now following Nino and Lo.
Yes.
So if you're out there watching, thank you very much.
All right. So I'm just removing the poached eggs, and they're perfectly poached, guys. I'm just removing them.
There you go. Got your first set.
Yep. And I'm draining. And again, the reason I'm putting it on the paper towel is any excess liquid that is on there, because once I put that on my English muffin, it's gonna make it soggy, and I don't want that. So I'm just getting any excess liquid off of it. All right. Look, the eggs are just perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Now Buxton Williams has pointed out to me that the reason why he was asking me what time it is because I keep saying good morning. Well, forgive me, sir. I am a night nurse. Anything
So
that
is
between 1 and 6 o'clock to me is morning.
I'm going to be adding to this. The first one I'm going to be making is the California Eggs Benedict, guys. And I'm just slicing up my avocado, putting it on my English muffin.
Now, your chef Anthony says, please do not blame him for anything. He says you are very hardworking and a tidy worker, so much so that he made you a team leader when you were still in high school.
There you go.
And that was a big deal.
That was a big deal. That was a big deal. Absolutely. Look at that. Thank you, Chef. Chef's been amazing. All right. So with this, I'm going to be adding.
We'll just move this hot water out of the way.
I just hope my eggs will sit on top of these puppies.
So this is our California
Benedict.
Eggs Benedict, you said?
And you tell me when the other one is ready. Is the toast ready? I'll take the toast now. I'll take it now. That's fine. Yeah.
You want it like that?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it now. That's okay.
There you
I'll
go.
take it. I'll take it. That one is not as dark a toast, okay? But we're just going to be laying our pea meal bacon on that. 2 slices per. Look at that. And then, next step along the way is to add the poached egg. Look at that one looking like it wants to make a move north, but I'm not going to allow it.
Thanks for sticking with us, guys. We're rounding
the curve.
The curve. This is the plating of the Eggs Benedict. So we have 2 versions here. We have the California version with the lovely shrimp and avocado. And then we have the classic version with the pea meal bacon. And for all the Canadians in the chat, you know Canadians love their pea meal bacon.
All right.
That's looking really good.
It's looking delightful. So I'm going to get some
Your
fruits. Put my fruits on my plate.
Now look at that.
Oh, let's get some of that.
So we have some mango and some avocado as a garnish on this plate.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely and healthy. Now this is perfect brunch, breakfast, lunch, whichever.
And as you see, guys, when I'm actually plating this, you never ever put food on the edge of your plate. You never use the edge of your plate.
That's a pet peeve of Nino.
Well, again, is being taught well by the chef. That is one thing you don't do. That is an absolute no-no. And as far as your strawberries are concerned, you only wash your berries just as you're about to use them. You never wash your berries ahead of time, okay? Because if you do, they're gonna go a little schmeg on you. All right? So let's just lay that one right there. We're gonna cut this in half. We're gonna get our berries going. And we'll just put one there, one there.
Now, for all of you who didn't catch that, that's a word that we use that all the time. Schmeg. That means when it's not going.
Schmeg is not good.
Yes, you don't want your meal to look.
You don't want anything to look schmeg. All right, so here we go. All right, so I've got that, and I'm about to apply my hollandaise. Hollandaise is all set, and the reason you made that earlier so you can.
Oh, I love this. This papaya is so sweet. It's perfect.
Look at that.
Wow.
Just gotta drop it on top and let it just flow. Now I could have thinned this out a little bit more. I certainly could have thinned this out a little bit more. That's for sure. Let me just add
Now look at those two plates. They look absolutely fantastic.
Turn this down a little bit more and just drop it and let it fall where it may. Just drop it and let it fall where it may. Look at that. All right. We're all set to take this outside. Let me just grab a couple of sprigs of parsley. I'm going to throw a little greenery on there. All right.
Okay, we're going outside.
That's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing right there, baby. That's what we're doing right there.
All right.
That's what we're doing. We're going outside and we're going to enjoy our breakfast. Also got
All right.
You're going to take those outside? Just show the dish there. All right. Just gonna make a little salad. A little salad here. Do you want to bring that outside? Are you able to take that? No? Okay. Okay, let's just cover this. And we're going outside with our dishes.
Okay, we're coming outside. I didn't know we were coming outside, but here we are. Okay, guys. So I'm just gonna run and grab the plate. You guys can have a quick look at my lovely garden till I come back. All right, look at these two beautiful plates. Oh, yes. Look at these guys. So I have the California version. Let's get rid of these scissors. I have the California version, which is the shrimp.
Yeah, I've got a couple bowls of salad there.
Which is the shrimp and the avocado. And Nino has the classic version, which is the pea meal bacon.
It
On
is
the
all
poached egg.
classic and looking good, looking delightful.
And this
guys.
is, what, a little Cobb salad?
Yeah, a little Cobb salad.
Now,
Just
what
kinda
kind of
toss
dressing
that
do you
together.
have on there?
It's a raspberry vinaigrette.
Okay.
All right, a little light dressing.
And I'll just see the cover. Okay, guys.
Have we taken a little picture of that? I'd love to get a picture of that. Isn't that beautiful?
All right. So how about if you just
Give it a shot.
explain what you got there?
All right, so right here, guys, I've got my little Cobb salad rocking here, and I've also got my classic Eggs Benedict with the Hollandaise and pea meal bacon. Got some mango slices on the side with papaya and a piece of strawberry, and of course we can't forget the sprig of parsley on top there. And I'm about ready to dig into this delight.
Find the camera.
I'm about ready to dig in the
Can I take a
Hollandaise.
picture?
Absolutely. Look at that. You guys can take pictures too if you like.
Okay.
I'm going to give this a cut, and when I give this a cut, we should get a nice little ooze of that egg yolk popping out of there. And look at that. I'm just going to give you a look at that.
Now we know that is a perfectly poached egg, just the way Nino loves it. Okay, so if you like this episode, guys, you gotta keep checking us out and keep watching, keep supporting. You know, as we go on live, we are on live tomorrow again. We're gonna be making.
Well, I'm not sure if we're gonna do it live.
Well,
we're gonna be cooking
we're
tomorrow,
gonna be
but
cooking
I'm not sure if
tomorrow.
we're
We're
doing
gonna
it
be
live.
doing it.
So,
But yeah, so let's give this a taste. Mm. Oh my, wake up. Oh boy. Sookie, sookie. Yes,
Well,
it's good. I like this.
I can't
like
get I can't get enough of this papaya, guys. The papaya is absolutely amazing.
Mm.
Now, we got some comments here.
Oh.
Jessica